Hola amigos, es señora Davis y son el vocabulario de nuevo de estar de vacaciones, los excursiones. Pues make sure you have printed off the vocabulary sheet so you can follow along and fill that out. Or you can type in your answers using Cami, or if you don't have a printer, you can handwrite your vocabulary onto a piece of paper. But please just make sure you have some kind of paper copy of vocabulary for you to access throughout this week. Again, you should never, ever, ever be Google translating these because you will get incorrect answers many of the times. So pause as much as you need to, repeat after me so you can practice the pronunciation. And here we go. Now, some of my words may be a little out of order from what you have because I'd like to group them together with the pictures that make most sense. So pause if you need to find where each vocabulary is listed. So first we have outdoor activities, excursiones, outdoor excursions. We have to camp is acampar. To take a hike, dar una caminata. To send postcards, mandar tarjetas postales. To send is just mandar. To ride a horse, montar a caballo. To fish, pescar, like pescado is fish that you eat. To fish is pescar. Free time is el tiempo libre. To take photos, tomar fotos. And a tourist is el turista or la turista. It's always going to end in an A, whether it's a male or a female. That's just the way that turista, the word tourist, works. To sightsee, ver las atracciones. To visit a museum, visitar un museo. And then we have our lodging. So the word for lodging, like places that you stay, is el alojamiento. We have a few different places where you can stay. We have a hotel, el hotel, or we have a hostel, el hostal. And if you're not sure what a hostel is, it's kind of like a very low budget staying place for groups of people to stay, strangers to stay, and like different in the same room a lot of time. You have common areas. It's kind of like a giant dorm room. And they're very popular in like European countries. And then we have single room and double room. Single room is la habitación individual, and double room is la habitación doble. A single room is a room for just one person. Double room is for two people. Elevator is el ascensor. Key is la llave. Reception desk is la recepción. And then we're on to our items that you can purchase at a market. So ring is el anillo. Earring is el arete. Earrings would be los aretes. Crafts or handicrafts, las artesanías. We usually call them in English, we just call them crafts. On your list, it's called handicrafts, same thing. A wallet, is la billetera, a place for all of your bills. Necklace is el collar. Think of the word collar. That's where you wear your necklace, el collar. Jewelry is las joyas. Bracelet is la pulsera, which you wear on your wrist where you take your pulse. Souvenir is el recuerdo. El recuerdo is also the word for memory. A postcard is la tarjeta postal. And then we have gold, which my picture is now fixed. De oro is gold, is golden or made of gold. If I just want to talk about the word gold, it's el oro. So if I'm talking about like a gold necklace, I would say el collar de oro. But if I'm just saying gold, that's el oro. For silver, we have de plata or la plata. Same thing. If I'm saying like the necklace or the bracelet is silver or a silver bracelet, I would say la pulsera de plata. But if I'm just talking about silver, it's just la plata. And you'll also hear plata used in a lot of songs because it's slang for like money or dinero. Wood is de madera. So de madera is like wooden, again with the same idea. So if I'm talking about a wooden necklace, el collar de madera. But if I'm just talking about wood, la madera. Cash, it's in a different, you might have to scroll down a little bit to find where cash is located on your vocab sheet. El dinero en efectivo. Open air market, el mercado al aire libre. And an open air market is something that you'll see like this. If you've ever gone on vacation and have gone to little shops like this on the street, that's what an open air market is, where everything's outside and a lot of times you can bargain for the items that are there. But an open air market is something that's outdoors like this with lots of different shops in it. And then credit card is la tarjeta de crédito. Now, some descriptive words that we can use to talk about buying things. We have beautiful is bello or bella. Inexpensive or cheap is barato. Expensive is caro. Too much, demasiado. To spend is gastar. And to bargain is regatear. Then some bargaining vocabulary that we have. We're going to learn how to bargain for things. We have, I'll give blank to you for blank. Le dejo en. So I'll give $30 to you for the necklace. Le dejo $30 en el collar. Could I see or could I look at? Podría ver. How expensive is que caro? And notice that's an exclamation. It's not a question. You're not asking how expensive is something. You're saying, wow, that's expensive. And then if you notice a couple down, que blank is how or wow, that's something. So que miedo, how scary. Que tanto, how silly, things like that. I would like is me gustaría. How beautiful is que bello or que bella. And then back up at the top of your vocab list, I had to add these in because I couldn't think of a picture to put with them. To make a reservation is hacer una reservación. To be on vacation is estar de vacaciones. And to go on a day trip is hacer una excursión. Now for these last three, hacer and estar are words that we have seen many, many times, so it shouldn't be anything that's different because hacer means to make, reservation is reservación, that's a pretty easy one. But to be on vacation, notice it's not estar en vacaciones, it's estar de vacaciones. You are of vacation. Yeah. So now you can use your vocabulary list to help you with the rest of your assignments for today. If you have questions, please hop on the Google Meet. Adios.